The Bible says God created Adam and Eve as the first humans. Adam from dirt and Eve from Adam's rib. Made from dirt is an extraordinary claim of extreme abiogenesis. And if Eve was made from Adam's rib, she would have Adam's DNA and would therefore be a man. It would be Adam and Steve. But the very idea of a first man and a first woman is nonsense. Meet Fido and Fifi. Do creationists think they were the first two poodles? Surely, if they put their minds to it, they will realize that, like all dogs, poodles have been bred from wolves by dog breeders. Humans have made decisions about which animals to mate on the basis of which characteristics they wish to enhance. No wolf bitch ever gave birth to a poodle, but slowly, over the generations, the pups became less wolfy and more poodly. Eventually, the breeders were satisfied with the outcome, a friendly dog with a sheepskin coat. The different breeds of dogs did not come about by sudden appearance. We have produced all of our varieties of dogs gradually by repeated selection over many generations for specific characteristics. The hundreds of different breeds of dogs were selected to perform our desired functions. Terriers to go down holes after rabbits, retrievers to fetch game birds that we have shot, Labradors to recover fishing rods dropped over the side of the boat, and, more recently, to guide the blind, Pomeranians to sit on laps. Yes, even behaviors are inherited. You can't herd sheep with a wolfhound. And it's the same with all our domesticated animals and plants. Dairy cows' milk yield has been doubled since the 1970s. Hens now lay an egg every day. Bananas are 10 times the size of the wild ones. Corn is now sweet and no longer as high as an elephant's eye. Reference, "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning" from Oklahoma. All this and much more has been achieved by selective breeding. It's taken many years and many generations. No species popped into existence finished. It's gradualism. Of course, the examples I've given were deliberate, artificial selection done by humans. That doesn't mean that an intelligent designer like us is essential. Nature is very good at causing change without intention. No being was responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs or for their original appearance, come to that. Evolution is simply a response to environmental change. It means our ancestry is continuous. That's why we share 80% of our genes with Caenorhabditis elegans, a 1 millimeter long nematode worm. Once you take this on board, you must come to the conclusion that there was no first anything. There was just a continuous process of gradual change. And trying to break into it with the notion of a beginning is like trying to say that your family started when it acquired your surname, that there was a first Smith, Jones, or Baker who had no parents. Here's Richard Dawkins on the subject of the first two.
If you'd lined up all the intermediates between a human and a fish and had them all standing in a gigantic long parade, and you walked along this huge long parade, you would not detect the change as you walked along, because the change would be too slight in each generation. And yet, by the time you got back to the Devonian, you would find that it had become a fish. So that
That's
it's like a cinema film. That's
yeah, and
very,
that's,
very
of course, the
subtly.
great
Thank you for watching.